All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Hopefully everybody is having an awesome hump day, Wednesday. It is a great Wednesday. I just felt like I spent a ton of time watching the Twitter flight announcements. A lot more time than I planned on watching the Twitter flight announcement, but it was lots of great information being shared on Twitter. But how's it going, Christy? How's it going, Sheila's? How are you? Thank you, everybody, for joining in. My name is Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocial Fans. I appreciate you guys jumping in here, sharing this broadcast with others, giving out some hearts. What's up, Gibson? JB, how's it going? So, yes, Periscope is alive again. Yes, good day. Chocolate Johnny's in the house. Chocolate Johnny, it's been too long. I can turn my notifications back on now. I made a major pivot in my business. Hey, AJ, how's it going, my friend? Looking forward to meeting you face to face next month. But so I wanted to jump on Scope. For those of you guys that don't know me, Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocial Fans on Twitter. I recently left my agency and work on my own now, running my own company and brand. I'm focusing on helping really brands and leaders tell their digital story. So if it's through live streaming, through Twitter, through amplification, through technology, through tools. So it's really, hey, how's it going, Carrie? How's it going, Sheila? From Virginia. I'm in Virginia as well. There it is. Mario Armstrong. Yes, I am a solopreneur now since October 1st. And I can tell you it's just as scary and crazy as everybody tells you it is. But I also, hey, what's up, Euromaestro? Thank you guys for sharing this to your followers. I appreciate it. Virginia Beach in the house. That's where I went to high school, in Virginia Beach. So yeah, I'm doing the solopreneur thing. And really what I'm working with is I'm kind of talking to a lot of people and a lot of brands and really focusing on, okay, let's not talk about what live streaming is going to replace. Let's actually talk about what live streaming is going to amplify. What business goals is it going to help you achieve, and what problems is it going to help you solve? And so really that's where my focus comes in, and I'm excited. I'm actually heading to Las Vegas this weekend for an IBM event. It's called IBM Insights, and it's going to have about 15,000 people at this event for IBM. I've been to about 10 IBM events over the last 2 years. So I'm in Virginia. Yes, I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia right now. I just moved back from Arizona. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing and letting me know that still sounds good. But really for me, it's about, I think a lot of people are looking at live streaming and not understanding, if there's already a live stream going on, if someone's using Ustream, if someone's using another technology to do a polished, really good live stream, that doesn't mean that Periscope should be used as well. You inspired me to help underground hip hop live stream. Oh, that's great. I'd love to hear that, Ann. Oh, thanks, Gibson. Yes, it's my mission. The problem with that mission is people don't really know how to, who's paying that budget and where people are doing that. So for me, oh, you're an IBM modeler, no kidding. So I've worked with IBM now for 2 years as an influencer and then helping them build out influencer content. They've also sponsored my Twitter chat shows now for about a year. So I've been a big fan of IBM, never worked for IBM. But really what IBM does really, really well is they actually bring influencers in, and they don't tell influencers what to tweet or what to share or what to do, but they treat them like royalty and give them unique access that really makes it to where every influencer wants to share that experience with the world. So next week, if you guys are following the hashtag IBM Insight, you're going to see about 88 different big name influencers in social media, in big data, and in cloud, all tweeting from an event. They're going to give us behind the scenes. They're going to let us have face-to-face with, we're going to be able to interview VPs of IBM that are rolling out IBM Watson for Twitter data. And really what they're focused on is giving you unique perspectives and making it so interesting and so much fun, and they believe so much in their product that you would automatically share. And to me, that's a powerful way of leveraging live streaming, leveraging influencers. And I think live streaming just amplifies that. So IBM has actually hired me to come to this event, and what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to focus on behind the scenes. So I'm going to interview the different bands that are going on. I'm going to interview the VPs that are going on stage before they go on stage to give you behind the scenes of what's going on. What's up, Ohio Social Mom? Lindsay, how are you? And I'm going to focus on not replacing the live stream, because guess what? IBM has an entire live stream engine. They have like 40 employees doing this thing called Insight Go. And that's a live stream for everybody who tunes in. If you sign up on their website, it's free to watch their entire event. But what I'm going to do with Periscope is I'm not competing with them, and I'm not even competing, or I'm not even worried about providing what that is, because let's be real, let's be true. No one's going to tune in to watch something on their phone. How's it going, David? Yes, live stream Backstage. No one's going to tune in to watch something live on their phone if you could watch it on a polished piece of equipment. But what they will tune in is if I'm interviewing, let's say Maroon 5 backstage before they do the private concert. Or let's say I'm interviewing an influencer directly after they come out of a big announcement from a IBM product, and they come out of the event. I'm saying, hey, what did you think about the product announcement? What did you think about the conversation that went on? What are your real-time actions? Because I think what we're doing is we're looking at live streaming incorrectly. Live streaming does not replace live tweeting. Live streaming does not replace the need for influencers. And live streaming is also not as easy as just clicking the damn button on your phone. Because I had an agency tell me that yesterday. After they milked me for a strategy information, they then came back to me and said, sorry, we're not going to hire you because we believe that all it does is take for one person to click a button on a phone. And I think part of that problem is some people are actually doing it the wrong way. How's it going, Nancy? I think what we have to approach this is, we have to approach it in what story can we tell? What unique insights can we provide? And how can we do that is only enabled with our mobile device and requires and is importantly leveraging live streaming, engagement, conversation. Archon mounts in the house. I'll be using Archon mounts, guys, right there, Archon mounts. I'll be using their gear at the event in Vegas this weekend. So I fly out there Saturday. I'm gonna be live streaming from the master IBM account. So if you guys follow the big IBM account, I'll be live streaming from the IBM account. I'll also be doing a takeover on the IBM social business and IBM big data accounts, and then as well from my account. And really what my focus there is not to replace social media, replace blogging, or replace the live stream that they already have, but it's provide unique insights that you couldn't get anywhere else. So for me as an influencer, I'm going to be backstage. I'm going to be hanging out with Brian Kramer. I'm going to be hanging out with these big names in big data. I'm going to be hanging out with all of these different people, Tim Crawford. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to interview them on what's going on. I'm going to let them ask questions to you and let you ask them questions. And to me, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing this in. But really what I'm focusing on, Mitch Jackson in the house. So what my focus is really when you go to this event, when you go to these events, my focus is not being someone that can just press a button and stand next to a standard camera in the back of the room. I'm not going to replace Ustream. I'm not going to replace livestream.com. What I am going to do is I'm going to focus on what value can I provide and what conversations can I enable. Because if you're not looking at the camera, if you're not reading the comments that are going on and you're just pointing it at the TV, that is one valuable resource of Periscope because it's easy to do, but it is not going to get you sold. It is not going to be a value to the brand, because you know what a brand's going to say? Well, I can put my account on a tripod and click the button and face it towards a panel. And I agree with them because that is what you can do. But if you really want to take it to the next level, you have to focus on perspective, interviews, and remember, the reason people follow you on Periscope has as much to do with the content you provide as the person who you are. So if you're a brand or you're an agency and you think that all it does is take you to press a button, remember, the reason people are going to spend time watching this, the reason I value all 65 of you that are watching this live right now, is because you either trust me, you believe in me, or maybe you're tuning in for the first time and you want to know what the hell I'm all about. Honestly, it comes down to us having the conversation. When we're focusing on what live streaming can do for an event, focus on amplifying unique stories and insights in real time and having conversations with your digital audience. I can tell you, live tweeting and live tweeting for me changed my world. I was able to go to events and provide unique quotes. If everybody's tweeting the exact same thing when you're at an event, how do you stand out? Well, maybe you create a quote graphic, or maybe you tweet something that actually is your own insight on top of what they're actually doing. So I just want to soak in everything you're saying. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate that. So for me, what we have to focus on is just like Twitter, because here's the deal. In Twitter, when you're live streaming or live tweeting at an event, does your follower count actually matter? How do you sell it to execs in ROI? I'll get to that in 1 second, Lindsay. It's a great question. When you're live tweeting and everybody's using the same hashtag and different people are monitoring the hashtag, guess what doesn't count? Your follower count. No matter how many followers you have, 1 or 500,000, if you are tweeting with a hashtag for an event and you're trying to get noticed, every single person's tweet, it goes in the exact same order and doesn't get any more space, doesn't provide any more value. Oh, thank you so much, Smart Chick. But what really does matter is, okay, now this is where the real rubber meets the road. How do you stand out? How well do you know your audience? For me, you know how well I know my audience? My audience wants to know quotes, insights, and they want to know what my thoughts are. Maybe your audience likes to say, hey, I want you to provide a picture from your vantage point. But for me, it's about knowing your audience and then standing out from the crowd by understanding what they want and providing that value, right? And that to me is important. Yes, I know I talk fast, that's my side. So that's why the replays work, because you guys can watch the replay. So back to Lindsay's question. So just like live tweeting, I think live streaming has the same problem. Anybody can press the button. Anybody can point their phone at a panel. But can you provide unique insights? Can you interview someone before the panel? Can you give your own thoughts about the panel before they go up on stage? Then live stream the panel, and then maybe after the panel, give your own insights again. To me, this is how we stand out from the crowd. We don't add to the noise, we provide unique insights. So now the question comes back, how can you know what your audience wants if you don't engage them? I agree. If you don't listen and you don't engage your audience, you'll never know what your audience wants. So to answer Lindsay's question, now I'm happy to answer more questions from you guys. To answer Lindsay's question, when an executive or an event professional or maybe even a speaker or a brand is looking for ROI or direct value, what I often start off with is, okay, are you an ad person? Are you a marketing person? Are you someone that cares about trending on Twitter? Are you someone that cares about getting your own face on live stream? I first want to listen to what that executive's pain point is. If you're an ad person, I equivalent this to billboards. Guess what? If you're an ad person and you sell a billboard, you talk about billboards being total eyes that drive by. My conversation back to them is, yes, you'll have more eyes on a billboard, but will you have more engagement, and can you guarantee the people that are looking at that billboard have the ability to take an action or really understand what's going on? So understanding that executive's pain point is where I start. So if you're a marketer, marketers care about some of the vanity metrics and some of the click-throughs. Well, if you want me to drive traffic to a landing page or a website or have a call to action, I'm willing to do that, but I'm gonna do it my way. I'm not going to sell out. I'm not going to do an entire live stream about me telling you to go to ibm.com/blah, blah, 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 blah. But what I will do is I'll tell you a story and I'll engage with you and I'll provide you so much value. I'll say, Brian, how can I find more information? How can I get more? Can they take action, and do they take action? Yes, and that is the key. What's up, Jeff? Thanks, Jeff, for sharing. Thank you, guys. Wow, some of my favorite streamers are in here too, which is mad props. I appreciate all the support. So really, when I'm talking to executives, I've talked now to 45 different brands, 38 of which are going to be included in my new ebook. So I have a new ebook coming out that's going to be what I've learned from pitching 38 brands on live streaming. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like my talks. And really what I've learned on pitching 38 brands of live streaming is pretty simple. They don't understand live streaming. They think they understand live streaming, and they sure as hell don't know how to monetize it or what the ROI is. So the onus for that comes back on us. If you believe in monetizing, if you believe in providing value, and if you believe in standing out from the crowd, you have to first focus on what their pain point is, and then what success looks like. So for me, it's very easy because I'm able to, once I break down if it's a marketing person or an ad person or someone wants to trend on Twitter, guess what? Guess what IBM's focus on? IBM believes that their products and their influencer marketing and their attention to details for supporting their community is the best of the business. They want me to highlight that. My goal with them, my success, what my success looks like is people are able to actually view what it's like to be an influencer, what it's like to be on stage, and what it's like to understand the products of IBM through my eyes. And that to me is the key. My success. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate it, Mitch Jackson. Always nice. Go out and create them. Yes. Wow, look at that. Thank you all for joining. Whoever shared to their followers, we just jumped up from like 60 to 200, so I appreciate it. So let's go back to this. This is the truth. So my name's Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocial Fans, and what I'm focusing on is if we're talking to brands, if we're working at events, if we want to get noticed on live streaming, if we want live streaming to stand out, don't talk to them like it's going to replace Twitter or it's going to replace Ustream or Livestream, or maybe they have a digital video crew already presented, right? If they're already doing that, if they already have that technology, figure out what their pain points are and then figure out how you're going to amplify it. How are you going to tell a story? And remember, the power of this platform is two things. It's real time, and it's about engagement and conversations that go on right here and here. Because if you're not enabling and taking advantage of those pieces, people are going to tell you exactly what that agency told me yesterday. If you weren't tuning in before, you know what that agency told me yesterday? Brian, thank you for your advice. Thank you for your strategy. But anybody can press a button on a phone and do Periscope. And guess what? If we continue doing Periscope and live streaming like that, if we continue just being more noise added to the funnel, no crap, I believe them, I agree with them. But if we focus on understanding our audience, understanding the value and the unique experiences we can provide access to, we will change the game. We will provide unique value that cannot be given on any other platform. There is nothing more powerful than letting your audience look you in the digital eyeballs and have a conversation and not adding to the noise. Yes, JB Howard. And to me, that is what it's about. So if you're pitching an executive, or maybe you work with a brand, or maybe you're a speaker, don't tell them that you want to live stream your keynote. They already have someone probably doing that. Or maybe if that might be something you want to do. But tell them, hey, would it be okay if I live stream Backstage and tell everybody what they're looking forward to about my event? Or maybe I'll give them, I'm going to live stream from my hotel room as I'm picking out my outfit. These are all unique advantages that our mobile devices and the ability to live stream by clicking one button and it's shared to the world. That's what our advantage is with this platform. This platform is powerful. I believe there is not a single industry, and not a single person, not a single brand, not a single thought leader that could not take advantage, that could not find value on Periscope. The problem is if we add to the noise and we forget what the value is of this platform and what the value of this platform is for others. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for inviting your followers. Thank you. I truly am blown away by everybody that jumped in here. I believe in this platform. I love this platform. I'm actually heading to IBM this weekend. So this is my pass from last year. So I'm working with a different company now. But this is IBM Insight. You guys can see it right there. So if you guys are following IBM Insight, the hashtag, or IBM account, or IBM Social Business, or IBM Big Data, I will be live streaming from their accounts this week. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this upcoming week from Vegas. 15,000 people are going to be there. There's keynotes from the CEO of Box. The Maroon 5 is playing on Wednesday night. And really, really what my focus is going to be is to give you guys unique access that you could not get anywhere else. I'm going to provide interviews. I'm going to talk to different thought leaders. I'm going to give people's point of view. My focus truly is to create engagement and conversation and bring you guys along on the ride that I'm going to be on. I'm going to be able to walk backstage and see how they're setting up a stage that's going to house 15,000 people in this venue. So we have to really enlighten executives about how we can provide value to learn with this product. Yes. And the first thing you should do is you have to understand where that executive is coming at from their pain points. Why would that what value does that executive care about? I actually had one executive that told me, well, I don't really care about the live streaming or live tweeting unless I'm on it. And I was like, well, let me do your interview there at the event before you go on stage and do the opening keynote. And he was like, wait a second, you could do that? I'm like, yeah, I'll interview you, I'll live stream it to the world, and more people will watch your keynote. And guess what? His ego got bigger, and he was like, I want you to live stream everything at this event. Pain points are always where you start, but I feel us as live streamers, we believe either people already know about live streaming or we think that we're replacing something else. I'm not replacing live blogging, live tweeting. I'm not replacing a live stream that's set up by a professional person. I sure as hell am not replacing a professional photographer or that kind of view. But what I am replacing, or what I am amplifying, is I'm going to tell your story in real time and provide conversations and insights you can't get anywhere else. And that, to me, is the key. That is the value. I really appreciate you guys tuning into my Periscope. I really appreciate all the stuff you guys did. Like I said, I have a new ebook that's coming out for my email newsletter crew only, and it's what I've learned from pitching 38 brands. So I've pitched 45 now, but my ebook is about the 38 brands that I pitched. So if you go to Think Like a Fan, all one word, thinklikeafan.video on your browser. So just type in thinklikeafan.video. It'll redirect you to my landing page. Sign up for my email newsletter. I'm going to send out my ebook with my lessons from pitching 38 38 brands on live streaming. It's everything from what brands told me that why I suck, why they told me I have no value, why some told me it's the greatest thing they've ever heard, but they're scared to hell of the change, why some told me they love all of the features on Meerkat, yet they still want to go Periscope, why some told me not until they heard of Blab did they even care about Periscope, which I think is reverse engineering. So right there, yes, thinklikeafan.video. If you guys sign up for my newsletter, you'll get this exclusive ebook. I'm going to send it out this Friday. Everybody will get a copy of it this Friday, and you'll be able to see what I've learned from pitching 38 brands. I'm going to break it down to the equipment, break it down to the insights, break it down to the executives' feedback, break it down to some of the hard truths that I had to remember. So it will be a link on my Twitter. Also, if you guys like to do SMS, if you text Think Like a Fan to 33444, so 33444, if you text Think Like a Fan, all one word, to 33444, it'll text you back and ask you for your email address, and you'll be added to my email list as well. So I'm going to start providing a lot more unique content through that email newsletter, because I feel like it's a channel that I neglected, and I'm trying really hard to provide value to people and make a difference, because I believe in the power of this platform. I believe together we can learn and teach each other, but know what it starts with? It starts with us sharing and educating, and to me it starts with, we have to start the conversation out correctly, and we have to understand where our value is. Don't tell me that you're going to replace Facebook reach with live stream. I'm going to tell you you're an idiot and you're ruining live streaming for all of us. It does come down to show you care. Thank you, JB Howard. Thank you all for joining me. My name is Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocial Fans. Do me a favor. Find a way to show you care today. Go out of your way to make a difference to someone that you engage with on social media. If someone you love on Twitter that provides you great content all the time and you share their content, send them a Twitter video, just letting them know that they provide value and you appreciate them. I promise it'll make a difference. They'll remember you, and you never know when that person will come back and need you or you'll need them. Find a way to show you care. Together, we can do great things. Cheers, my friends. Make it a great freaking day.